The most anticipated game of all time, Grand Theft Auto 6 has been finally revealed. Rockstar released the Grand Theft Auto 6 reveal trailer a day early. The first look at the highly anticipated game confirms that GTA 6 will be the first entry in the franchise with a female protagonist after GTA 1, much like previous leaks and rumors have suggested, on top of disclosing that the game is targeting a 2025 release. The much-anticipated GTA 6 reveal trailer was planned to go live on December 5th, at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. However, approximately 16 hours ahead of its scheduled premiere, a low-resolution version of the full trailer was leaked on TikTok and Twitter. In an apparent response to that move, Rockstar released the full trailer on YouTube a day early. The long-awaited first look at Grand Theft Auto 6 is edited to The Sounds of Love is a Long Road, a 1989 song from Tom Petty's first solo album Full Moon Fever. The video opens with an establishing shot of a swamp bridge at sunset, which then cuts into 2 consecutive glimpses of what appears to be the Vice City penitentiary. "Lucia, do you know why you are here?" asks the correctional officer in the 4th shot of the leaked trailer. "Bad luck, I guess," responds the Latina woman in an orange prison jumpsuit. What follows is a Rockstar Games Presents title card overlaid on a shot of what seems to be Vice City Beach. The name of the game's setting is confirmed halfway into the trailer with a partial shot of a giant Vice City sign. The rest of the trailer is mostly focused on introducing the various aspects of the city and its denizens, offering glimpses of marshes, beaches, a nightclub, and a boat cruising over some viridian green water, as well as a non-trivial amount of social media posts, among other things. The Viceport Boatyard is also featured in the video, as is the GTA 6 version of Ocean Drive, the street bordering Vice City Beach. Rockstar Games has confirmed that Grand Theft Auto 6 is set in Leonida, a state that is essentially the franchise's take on Florida, expanding its scope far beyond Vice City. Vice City had been rumored for Grand Theft Auto 6 years before the game's announcement. After all, with Grand Theft Auto 4 tackling Liberty City and Grand Theft Auto 5 offering its take on San Andreas, Vice City always seemed like the natural next step. Grand Theft Auto 6 confirmed Vice City as one of its primary settings with its record-breaking debut trailer. The Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer also confirmed the game's playable characters, graphical improvements, alligators, vehicles, and how Vice City is being updated. However, fans should know that Vice City is really just one part of the greater Grand Theft Auto 6 map, as the game is set in the greater state Leonida. A full-fledged Grand Theft Auto 6 map has not been revealed, but Rockstar has confirmed that the game is actually set in Leonida, that includes Vice City and other areas. The official description from Rockstar reads, "Grand Theft Auto 6 heads to the state of Leonida, home to the neon-soaked streets of Vice City and beyond in the biggest, most immersive evolution of the Grand Theft Auto series yet." Exactly how much more of Leonida fans will get to explore remains to be seen, but more information should come to light in the lead-up to the game's eventual 2025 launch. The trailer broke world records overnight with 140 million views on YouTube, becoming the most watched and most liked gaming video, and the most fastest watched video in 24 hours at 90 million. After an entire decade of anticipation, Rockstar has given the world the first official look at Grand Theft Auto 6. Standing as a monumental moment in the history of gaming, the first trailer has set the gaming industry alight with pure excitement and further speculation. Like many of Rockstar's projects, the first trailer reveals plenty of the game's scenery and setting but remains very vague about its story. While this is the case, there are most certainly a variety of subtle details and inclinations as to what the narrative is centered around. With the 2 main characters, Jason and Lucia, making their first appearances, it appears that the story is primarily focused on their dynamic. From the moment that both Lucia and Jason are present on screen, fans will have instantly deduced that the 2 characters are romantically linked. Based on the brief lines of dialogue and the scene that showcases the 2 in bed together, it suggests that throughout the experience, fans will witness the 2 in a Bonnie and Clyde-like circumstance. While there is still plenty left to be revealed, not only for the overarching narrative but the 2 characters, the trailer leaves fans with the impression that a pivotal factor of GTA 6's story will revolve around love. This would likely take a much more serious tone than usual, while the title maintains the satirical nature that fans have become accustomed to over the years. Just as Franklin Rose in Grand Theft Auto 5, this title could very well focus on the come-up between 2 lovers on an interesting journey to the tallest heights of crime. Rockstar writers were able to balance out the focus of 3 different characters in GTA 5, without it becoming overcrowded or leading to one character getting the short end of the stick. While the news segments in the trailer could simply just be a showcase of the usual Grand Theft Auto chaos, there is a possibility that there is more to this. At various moments, the trailer suggests that there is a constant uproar from criminals and gang members in Vice City, as the news headlines showcase. Considering the aforementioned Bonnie and Clyde inspiration also previously revealed when the game was leaked, it would seem that a time of turmoil and uproar would be perfect for Lucia and Jason to commit robberies and any other crime for money. This could mean so much for the game in the aspect of gameplay, ensuring that crime and NPC activities are prevalent on the map for immersion. But this could mean even more for the narrative, as it gives us a further clue as to how these characters have come to know one another and how their crimes will be possible. With the start of the trailer and the game's official poster revealing that Lucia is in jail and under house arrest at some point, it is clear that this could imply a great deal within the narrative. Since there is no clarity on when the moments in the trailer are taking place, there is no guarantee that this is the case, but if they do line up in the way that many think, it could mean that the pair, or Lucia alone, is wanted. In GTA 5, there are certain moments at which the main characters must lie low after pulling heists or jobs to avoid being caught. With Lucia's house arrest tag spotted in the cover art, the same element within both the story and gameplay could be active here, making it an interesting narrative journey, to say the least. Tagging along with the idea that GTA May 6th feature narrative choices and decisions, the penultimate scene in the trailer opens up a new line of mystery. As the 2 characters cuddle up romantically, Lucia asks about trust, to which Jason takes his time in responding. This could be a hint at potential rifts or an on and off relationship between the 2, especially if they are not in a committed relationship. A number of recent games have had a dual protagonist design, and it seems to be a rising trend. With this shift, fans are speculating on how it will play out in terms of story and gameplay. In 2018, Assassin's Creed Odyssey also had 2 main characters, and the unique way it integrated them could inform GTA 6. Along with being one of the many games inspired by ancient Greece, one of Assassin's Creed Odyssey's most interesting aspects is how it gives players a choice of 2 possible protagonists at the start of the adventure. The element that stands out, though, is whichever character they don't choose then becomes a direct foil in the main plot. Picking between siblings, Cassandra or Alexios, players then follow one's journey as they weave through events, and encounter the other at key points. As the story unfolds, tension mounts at every meeting of the 2, creating an evolving dynamic informed by player decisions that eventually comes to a head. Depending upon a branching series of choices players can make throughout its story, Odyssey molds the relationship of Alexios and Cassandra accordingly, reflecting their agency in presenting and shaping their chosen character's personality. This leads to a final confrontation, where players have to decide between reconciliation and revenge, and determine the fate of the other. It's an effective device, and adds a weight to the narrative that elevates its impact and resolution. GTA 6 has a chance to use Odyssey's model as a stepping stone with Lucia and Jason. Allowing players to choose which of the 2 they wish to control, while keeping the other integral in interesting and surprising ways, would be a great way of shaking up the structure and giving fans something new. Their partner would still be a core part of the plot, but depending again on certain interactions, the outcomes of subsequent story events and their relationship could change significantly, while being directly influenced by player agency. In one brief moment, Lucia appears to be wearing an ankle monitor, which in the real world is used to track prisoners who are given house arrest. GTABase.com wonders if this will have some sort of impact on gameplay during the beginning of Grand Theft Auto 6, with Lucia not able to travel outside of a certain radius early on. Open-world games like Grand Theft Auto sometimes lock players in a certain section of the map until they learn the ropes or reach a certain point in the story. And Lucia's apparent ankle monitor could be GTA 6's way of slowly unlocking its massive map with a solid in-universe explanation as to why she can't leave a certain area at the start of the game. Sure enough, Grand Theft Auto 6's reveal trailer shows Lucia talking with a correctional officer, suggesting that the game will begin with her under house arrest or parole of some kind for her past crimes. Lucia will likely violate the terms of this agreement once she reunites with her apparent boyfriend, who has been referred to as Jason in past GTA 6 leaks. There is an interesting theory that the trailer may be playing in reverse. When looking at the video for the first time, most gamers will believe that Lucia gets out of jail, and then meets the male protagonist, who is named Jason, and they start doing robberies together. However, when we go by a new theory, Lucia is together with Jason from the start, they rob the store together, and then she's arrested. While the gaming community is still reeling from the surprise early release of the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, many viewers have realized the insane level of detail Rockstar has included in the game. Not only does Grand Theft Auto 6 look like one of the most graphically impressive games ever, but the world of Leonida seems to include many details that reference the real-life state of Florida. To showcase this setting, the GTA 6 reveal trailer included several references to iconic Florida memes and viral real-life images and videos from the state. Out of all the states in the US, Florida is likely the source of the most meme material, and frequent internet users are likely familiar with some of the stereotypes of the state. From the classic Florida man headlines to the influencer lifestyle of Miami, as well as the penchant for finding alligators in places they shouldn't be, most GTA fans probably already have an image of what life in Florida is like based on these memes. As such, it makes sense that Rockstar would lean into the weird and wacky stereotypes of the state when developing GTA 6's Leonida. From what can be seen in the GTA 6 reveal trailer, residents of Leonida have to deal with gators just like Floridians, as can be seen by one shot of someone fighting off a gator in a swimming pool, or another where a gator can be seen entering a convenience store. Both of these scenes reference real-life images from Florida where residents have found gators in unexpected places, such as their backyard pool or their local Walmart. The trailer also references the iconic Florida man meme by showing a naked man watering his lawn, a reference to the real headline, Florida man does yard work naked. As a way of making the world of GTA 6 feel more alive, the trailer also includes a handful of shots of what appears to be viral videos being shared via social media sites like TikTok and Instagram Reels. These scenes also appear to be referencing real-world viral videos, such as the one of a woman holding hammers in her hands, though her real-world counterpart is from Los Angeles, not Miami. Another scene shows a woman riding twerking on top of a speeding car, showcasing that the kinds of stunts influencers in Vice City pull are similar to those of real-world Miami, as this shot references a similar viral video. With auto in its very name, it's no surprise that vehicles have been a prominent staple of the Grand Theft Auto franchise since its very beginning. The very first GTA game, released all the way back in 1997, focused heavily on top-down driving. While players could technically exit their vehicle, the on-foot gameplay didn't feel great, and due to the relentless police force hunting them down, players were heavily encouraged to spend most of their time in vehicles. When GTA made the leap to 3D with 2001's Grand Theft Auto 3, this same focus carried over. While third-person shooting now played a vital role in the series, driving still remained a core tenet of gameplay, with many missions requiring the use of vehicles due to the much larger open-world structure of the game. As the series progressed and evolved over the years, and the map got even bigger, GTA brought its vehicular focus to the world of aircraft, giving players helicopters and planes to pilot around the open world. Only continuing to evolve and double down on the series' roots, Grand Theft Auto 5 retained the franchise's love for vehicles, delivering more cars, planes, motorbikes, and helicopters than ever before. With the launch of Grand Theft Auto Online, vehicles became more important than ever before. Now with other real-world people to show off to, GTA Online wanted players to drop actual cash on the biggest and best vehicles in the game, and it quickly became the basis for the game's economy. From hoverbikes to Back to the Future-inspired flying cars, Batmobiles, and everything in between, GTA Online's vehicles are crazy. From the look of the GTA 6 reveal trailer, it seems as though this entry is going to be embracing this tradition more than ever before. Over just a minute and a half, fans are shown a plethora of vehicles, most of which will presumably be drivable or pilotable in the sequel. From seaplanes and speedboats to cargo ships, sports carts, and dirt bikes, GTA 6 seems to have no shortage of vehicles, and that's exactly what fans would hope for. While not seen directly in the trailer, two highway signs point in the direction of Vice City International Airport. Being a major city, it is only natural for there to be a large airport. The name change from Escobar International Airport makes sense since it would break a lot of the immersion to have an airport named after a notorious drug kingpin. Who knows, maybe there will be a nod to the airport's former name somewhere in the game. Aviation was primitive in Vice City and improved significantly in Grand Theft Auto 5, so players can expect to take to the skies more frequently in the upcoming game. Though Miami has gone through a lot of changes since the 1980s when it was depicted in classic shows like Miami Vice, one thing has not changed: the neon-soaked nights. One shot in the trailer showcases this in full by giving us a quick look at Ocean Drive. The area is immediately recognizable by the Ocean View Hotel. Fans of the 2002 game will immediately recognize this as the first place we save our progress. Time will tell if this hotel is just window dressing or if it will also become an important location. Just as Miami is known for its beaches, so is Vice City lined with them. Playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City today reveals a rather empty, lifeless shore without much to do. From the shots in the trailer, players already see that the beaches are bursting at the seams with activity. It makes sense considering water was literal liquid death for Tommy Vercetti in the 2002 game. While highway signs just point out Vice beaches, the different areas of the map have different names. It is hard to tell if they will be given the same names this time around, though there will likely be a lot more of them too. The scene featuring the dirt bikers features the Haitian flag, indicating that this shot takes place in Little Haiti. It is a real neighborhood in Miami in addition to Vice City. It is where Tommy takes missions from characters like Auntie Poulet. The architecture of the houses is even reminiscent of the way houses looked in the neighborhood in the older title. It is certainly possible that Little Havana was also featured in the trailer, but there were no any dead giveaways like here. The shot of several speedboats racing toward the camera features a bridge in the background and a giant port with a freighter stationed. This can be none other than a significantly more detailed version of Vice Port. The highway signs let fans know that it is now called Port Vice City. It was a paltry scene in the original Vice City, though there was a mission that was a full-on shootout on the tanker. If the new Port Vice City is anything like the port in Grand Theft Auto 5, a lot of missions will surely bring players there. It is difficult to imagine narcotics not flowing through that port in Grand Theft Auto 6. If Port Vice City is going to be in a location similar to where Vice Port was in Vice City, then the bridge in the background of the shot has to be South Bridge. In the original game, it connects the two main islands in the southern part of the map, leading to Little Havana on one end and Ocean Beach on the other. The original map for Vice City has 4 major bridges connecting the two main islands. With what is 100% going to be a bigger map, there will certainly be more bridges to cross, jump off, and drive or fly under. It is still up in the air whether the city of Vice City itself will be 2 main islands connected by bridges or if it will have a different overall shape. This detail is staring viewers in the face throughout the whole trailer. It is easy to take for granted just how big and diverse the crowds are in the trailer and how impressive this will be when the game is finally in players' hands. In addition to how crowded it is, the vehicles and the people all look different in each shot. Fitting this many characters on screen at one time is an impressive feat, and it is going to be even more jaw-dropping to see how they react to the players' actions. The Rockstar devs seem determined to push the hardware to its very limits, and the trailer suggests that they're well on their way toward doing so. Rockstar don't do massive set pieces and boss fights like a God of War or even on a lower level like Uncharted, so in that way Rockstar is not the most impressive to me, but I respect that they do push immersion in some other realistic ways. In the same shot of the strip where the Ocean View Hotel can be seen, one of the cars has CH33 written on its license plate. This was one of the fastest cars in Vice City and was based on the Testarossa from the 3rd season of Miami Vice, the car Sonny Crockett received after his prior ride was blown to pieces. Even though Grand Theft Auto 6 appears to be set in the modern day, it is nice to see the car still taking after the famous 1980s television series. Perhaps it is hinting at the vibe and atmosphere still borrowing from the show and Vice City with its mix of glitz and glamour with brutal, seedy crime. When the officer is wrangling the alligator from the pool, viewers can see it is from a profile called POACH, Protection of Animals and Controlled Hunting. This continues the series' long-standing tradition of puns as company names. This one is a little more creative than the often carnal nature of the previous company names. The joke being, of course, that to poach is to illegally hunt or smuggle animals, something that the organization will presumably be against. The song in the GTA 6 trailer is "Love is a Long Road" by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. It is particularly appropriate because the song is about a troubled relationship with its ups and downs, perhaps hinting at the two protagonists' arc through the game. Tom Petty was also a Florida native and passed away in 2017. In the trailer's final shot on the glass door, one of the stickers clearly says, "Petty Forever," and is in the same design as the Full Moon Fever album cover, the LP for which the song was originally written. It is a heartwarming tribute for any Tom Petty fan. GTA 6 being a direct sequel to GTA 5 seems monumentally unlikely, given the past game's focus on building a new story from scratch. That being said, GTA 5 did trickle in some characters and references from its predecessor, most notably Johnny Klebitz and Tony Prince, an act that could possibly occur in GTA 6. It might not necessarily be a full reunion, since it will have been 12 years since GTA 5 when the next game releases, but a reference or two to Trevor, Franklin, or even the online protagonist could occur. On top of that, we could very well see a few GTA Vice City characters making a return. Older Grand Theft Auto games exist as part of their own, non-canon universe. Viewers of the trailer noted one particularly interesting detail in the way it was shot: the prevalence of social media video content. GTA 6 seems to be parodying Instagram Live and TikTok for some of its content, but the sheer amount that is used in the trailer doesn't imply it will be background noise in the game. Radio stations have played a big part in Grand Theft Auto for a while now, providing sharp wit and extensive parody, not to mention an expansive list of well-known tunes. A lot has changed in the 12 years since GTA 5, and with Bluetooth, Spotify, and SoundCloud all providing new ways to listen to music, it seems unlikely that radio will operate exactly like it used to. Hopefully, Rockstar has found a way to incorporate celebrity hosts once again, since they were a big part of what made radio stations so fun. In any case, music is sure to be critical to GTA 6, providing players with their own soundtracks as they travel through a sun-soaked Vice City. GTA Online is part of the reason the series has managed to stay relevant in the years since GTA 5's original release. Rockstar has churned out endless content in the online game mode, which has accounted for heists, seasonal events, sci-fi elements, and spy missions during its long run. GTA 6 having some form of online mode seems likely since both Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 offered something similar. That being said, several rumors suggest it might just be an expansion of GTA Online released with GTA 5, allowing players to explore both Vice City and Los Santos as they please. The online likely will arrive months after the campaign launch. GTA Vice City is set in 1986. GTA 6 is unlikely to look anything like this game, given its supposed modern-day setting, but that doesn't mean that it can be entirely discounted. There was a great deal of geographical crossover between GTA San Andreas and GTA 5, and GTA 6 might follow suit. Characters seem unlikely, but monuments, areas, and other locations might seep into the newest game. Some have even been spotted already. The extent to which these two games overlap isn't known yet, and it seems that it can only be confirmed by exploring the game. Though I would like to see the return of Tommy Vercetti. Rockstar has already confirmed the state of Leonida will be bigger than Los Santos and Blaine Country from GTA 5, but how much bigger will it actually be? Red Dead Redemption 2 seemed to be a massive affair compared to the most recent Grand Theft Auto game, but that was mainly because of its rurality. GTA 6 will be a bustling metropolis of life. Players will have to wait until 2025 to find out, but from the current details, including unheard-of additions to Vice City that were not in the game of the same name, it seems that GTA 6 will be one of the largest worlds Rockstar has ever created. Lucia is the center of the trailer, first focusing on her time spent in prison before shifting over to her life of crime alongside the currently unnamed male protagonist of Grand Theft Auto 6. It is worth noting that Grand Theft Auto 6 is expected to release story trailers over the coming years, and it is likely that Jason will eventually receive his own dedicated promotional video that will give greater insight into his own character and motivations. With that being said, the decision to feature Lucia as the focal point of the game's first trailer is a huge statement of intent. This may reflect that Lucia has a more prominent lead presence over Jason throughout the story of Grand Theft Auto 6, despite the equal screen time that both characters may end up sharing. Fans of Grand Theft Auto 5 will remember how Michael had a similar role in the game's narrative, arguably being the main character out of the title's three memorable protagonists. As things stand, Grand Theft Auto 6 is shaping up to be Lucia's story first and foremost, showing that Rockstar is really leaning into making the IP's first female protagonist one that fans will remember for years to come. The trailer ends by revealing the official logo of GTA 6, an Outrun-style Roman numeral for 6, in addition to disclosing that the game is targeting a 2025 release. Take-Two's recent financial report suggested the GTA 5 sequel will be out by the end of the company's fiscal year 2025, which, combined with this release window confirmation, points to a Q1 2025 launch. It is coming to current-gen consoles PS5 and Xbox Series, and not on PC day one. Traditionally, Rockstar don't release their new games day one on PC, so expect at least 18 to come to PC. This game will definitely be a showpiece for the PS5. That said, a GTA Online teaser that revealed the GTA 6 trailer's planned premiere date months in advance also included a hint that the game might actually be out on April 1, 2025. However, that theory is still somewhat dubious, not least because its stated date coincides with April Fool's Day. But I think this is a holiday 2025 game. Anyway, I can't wait to play GTA 6 on the PS5 at launch, with the haptics and 3D audio and all the bells and whistles. Then I'm gonna double dip on PC for the best visuals. By that time the Nvidia 50 series cards and more tech will be in power. GTA 6 is gonna do numbers, selling at least 20 million copies day one. GTA 5 made $1 billion in 3 days, becoming the fastest entertainment property to do so, and GTA 6 will do it day one, breaking that record. The hype for GTA 6 is at an all-time high. And that's all for the video, ladies and gentlemen. Like and share the video for a greater audience. Comment your thoughts on the topics, and donations are always appreciated. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon, and until then, from SMPV, it's goodbye.